Hope is the thing with feathers, that perches in the soul, and sings the tune without the words, and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm, that could abash the little bird, that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land, and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Hey Kieran, that was a short poem by Emily Dickinson. A few days ago I watched the film A Quiet Passion, a biopic about her life. Throughout the film, she is consistently undermined and oppressed despite having considerable talent and dedication to her chosen craft of poetry. An experience shared with 50% of the population of Civil War America, where a woman was expected to be subservient and devoted to her husband and the other men around her. Now, Emily Dickinson was born into a wealthy family, the daughter of a lawyer, so it's worth noting that she was at least permitted an opinion. She seemingly consciously never married, but in the film she has numerous conversations with a particularly outspoken friend of hers about the future possibility of marriage. One in particular stands out, where the friend mentions that she will eventually turn away from her forthright ways and take a husband, much to the dismay of Emily, who then questions why she bothered going to all the trouble of shutting down previous interested bachelors, usually by vehemently questioning them on their socio-political views. Why bother to be an activist or fight for a cause if one is not prepared to endeavour towards a lifelong commitment to it? This is without doubt a complex discussion, and in no way fully explored in The Scene, but I think it does illustrate the importance of long-term perspective when trying to bring about social change, if for no other reason but to avoid being disheartened. It can take hundreds of years for an issue to arrive into the public consciousness, and even longer for it to undergo any sort of alteration, often at the cost of high-profile lives. Most movements are pioneered not by the famous face to which they are associated, but usually by a growing momentum in the direction of what is right and just. Taoist philosophy illustrates this with a water metaphor. Water is the ideal medium for social change, as it's fluid and yielding, but over time can erode stone. There will come a time in everyone's life where the causes and issues that were of vital importance to you as a teenager in your 20s and beyond don't produce the same visceral response as they used to. But perhaps that's all right. The conversations that you had and will have, and the ethics and morals that you work towards don't change when you place your focus and energies elsewhere. They will influence those around you, as theirs will to you. And like any good liquid medium, over time the indent of equality in society will be large enough to become the new normal. What I mean to say is it's not the impact one makes as an individual that will change the world, but the combined effort of many different people from many different places, and even many different generations. So I'm not yet ready to abandon what I feel to be important. When people are judged by the content of their characters above all else, and opportunity, prosperity not monopolised, then I'll relax. Or perhaps I'll relax long before then. I guess I put my hope in the expanse of time. Emily Dickinson postulated that hope is the thing with feathers, and I'm inclined to agree. I've left some interesting reading in the wee box. Until next time, have a hopeful week, and I'll see you Friday.